Right. 59% of people now say that Dominic Cummings should resign. That is up from 52% just 3 days ago. 71% of people say that he broke the rules. That is up from 68% just 3 days ago. It's not going the right direction for the government right now. And what else have they got to throw at it? Nothing. Dominic Cummings has said his statements, he's had his questioning. We've all listened in, and we're not mugs. And people aren't taking this. So get this. 3 days ago, 23rd of May, 52% said that he should resign. 28% said he shouldn't. That's a 24-point difference. Today, it's 59% versus 27%. And that's a 32-point difference, a 24-point difference to a 32-point difference in just 3 days. These are YouGov polls. It's quite clear which way it's going. So even though Dominic did his big thing in the Rose Garden, even though special advisors aren't meant to do that, and the cabinet's been throwing the kitchen sink at it, the population are not mugs. We can see, even though Dominic Cummings says he can't, and Boris Johnson says he can't, and Michael Gove sometimes thinks that he might have gone for a drive in order to test his vision, we can all see that it's clear and utter bullshit, and we are finding more and more holes in it every day. 59%. That's not the will of the people. That's the anger of the people, and it is mounting and it is not going away. And that's why you should keep writing to your MPs. And when you've written to your MPs and they've replied, then reply again. Or if they haven't replied, then write again and get all of your friends to write as well. Keep the tide high, keep the pressure high, because lots of Tory MPs are starting to call this out. And that's how we get rid of an absolute fraud. And when I say fraud, I mean fraud, because there's a new thing that's come out that you should know and you should also be writing to your MP about, okay? And that is, remember in the Rose Garden conference, he said, and I think it was a couple of times, I predicted the coronavirus back in 2019. And in fact, he'd just had a blog post pointing out his previous blog post back in March 2019, where he talked about global pandemics. And lo and behold, there was him talking about a SARS coronavirus. Oh, the genius. Oh, the prophet. That is Dominic Cummings. Well, someone went and checked out all of those blog posts, and lo and behold, it was there. But then they also checked it out through the Wayback Machine. And if you don't know what that is, that's a massive internet archive of how pages were throughout time. So it takes a whole load of snapshots. It's a massive database, goes around all the different websites that are active, taking snapshots at random times. Back at the time that he wrote that blog post, there was no mention of SARS coronavirus. So what he's gone and done is he has edited his blog post, and it turns out that he did that the day he got back, driving back from Durham, to make it look like he had said that back in March 2019, and then he had the cheek to go and drop it in that conference in the Rose Garden, which goes to show what kind of person he is, because he didn't just want to answer the questions that were being put out. He also thought that he wanted to slip in an extra little win. He's a compulsive liar. He couldn't resist the extra hit. Think smirky smirk if I smuggle this one in too. But he got caught out by a proper data scientist. And that's the sweet thing, because here's Dominic Cummings, and he's been sitting on Sage. He appointed himself to sit on the panel of scientists that advise government. He parades around like a scientist, but scientists don't forge data like that in order to try and make themselves look like big, prophets of what's coming along. But he did. And that's why he should no longer be on that committee. You cannot have someone on a committee like that who engages in forging evidence. He should be booted out. But you leave that bit with me and the rest of the science community. You lot get on to writing again to your MPs. Keep pumping that out. Their inbox are being flooded at the moment, and rightly so, with all that anger. But then encourage everyone else, show them the ropes. Give them the email. Show them how to go and write to their MP. Help them out with content, because once you've done it once or twice, you've opened up that channel and you can talk to them anytime you like. It's an important skill. It's an important experience. It's an important thing to have under your belt. So go and write again and get others to write as well. Okay, thanks very much.